At the age of 3, he lost his sight forever. What he created next gave vision to millions. Most people know the word Braille, very few know the boy behind it. This is not the story of an inventor who became rich. This is the story of a child who lost everything and changed the world anyway. Louis Braille was born in 1809 in a small village in France. His father was a leather worker. One day, while playing in his father's workshop, Louis picked up a sharp tool called an awl. It slipped. The injury didn't just damage one eye, the infection spread. By the age of 3, Louis Braille was completely blind. For most children at that time, blindness meant the end of education, the end of independence, and the end of a future. Books were useless to him. Writing was impossible. Schools for blind children barely existed. But Louis had something rare, an obsession with learning. At 10 years old, he earned a scholarship to the Royal Institute for Blind Youth in Paris. It sounded hopeful, but it wasn't. The school taught blind students to memorize, not to read or write. They were expected to adapt to the world, not to change it. At the institute, books existed, but only in large raised letters. They were heavy, slow to read, impossible to write. Blind students could listen to knowledge, but never truly own it. Louis hated that. He believed blind people deserved the same independence as everyone else. Everything changed when Louis met a former soldier. The man introduced a system called night writing, a code of raised dots used by soldiers to read messages in the dark. It wasn't perfect, but Louis saw something no one else did. What if this could be simplified? What if blind people could read and write by touch? He was only 15 years old. Louis locked himself away. He experimented, failed, tried again. 6 dots, different combinations, letters, numbers, music. A complete language designed for fingers, not eyes. By the time he was 16, Louis Braille had created the system that would change literacy forever. You'd think the world would celebrate. It didn't. Teachers rejected it. Administrators ignored it. They said, too radical, too difficult, unnecessary. Braille wasn't officially accepted during most of Louis' lifetime. Blind students secretly taught it to each other, while institutions refused to acknowledge it. Louis Braille never became famous. He struggled with illness. He lived modestly, quietly, and at the age of 43, he died of tuberculosis. Almost no recognition, no wealth, no applause. Years after his death, everything changed. Braille spread across Europe, then the world. Today, millions read and write using his system. Music, math, science, all accessible. Independence became possible. A boy who lost his sight gave vision to generations. Louis Braille never saw the world celebrate him, but the world now reads his name with its fingertips.
சரி இருங்க இருங்க இப்போ வரணும்.
Some people are ignored in their lifetime, but impossible to ignore in history.